Push the first game.
Are you
So
streaming right
far,
now, Venom?
I'm streaming through Roar, and I'm trying to set up this thing. I just can simply get into the game. I can reach port.
So you search for Gary as the host. That's the fastest way. If you can't find it, ask Gore to send you an invite after this game finishes, and we'll hold it for you.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
What side do you want, Seth?
I'll take BOWTO.
Okay.
Venom, are we good now, or do you want to stay here? Venom? Oh, okay.
He's gone.
All right. Cool. Sorry for that delay, chat. BOWTO bringing Giulio, Atlantico, Georgia, Agincourt, and Ashitaka. So this is what we saw them use on this map, and the Georgia's doing the exact same strategy as last game.
Thank you, Jesus. TSIOF, Turpitz, Repulse, Massachusetts. Lennon finally going in the opposite direction with the poor Julios out on the flank for both sides. Interesting. Any interesting builds that you're seeing?
No.
I'm not seeing anything crazy.
Nope. Everything is looking
Stock standard builds. Love it.
Yep. I do wish that this build viewer would also display the flags that are being used, simply because, God, maybe 2 years ago, Wargaming changed the size of the signal flags, and they're so much smaller now, it's just hard to see them.
You're the only one I know that can look at the flags and be like, oh, they're not bringing this. I don't care enough to know that.
I had them all memorized. That was one of the things that I would do at the start of a match when I was going over replays.
Schmert. So we've got Turpitz from TSIOF already pushing the corner of the island. Strong position with Massachusetts in tow. Lennon in a great spot to be able to maximize the crossfire. The advantage for Alpha, though, is going to be the same thing. Are we going to see history repeat itself with the Julio, but Admiral Ernst turning out again to let the Georgia crack house?
I mean, I
don't... did this from Bravo, it would be crazy.
Yeah. I don't know why you would turn your Giulio around like this, because essentially what you're doing is saying, well, we're not going to use them as a battering ram.
We've seen one team from Alpha bring 2 tier 8s across the broadside. Giulio! Ooh.
That hurts. That hurts the Georgia.
The Giulio! You hero! Now the Lennon knows the timer's on. He's got broadside Agincourt. Turpitz, don't get caught on. Learn from our mistakes of the past.
Yeah.
Don't get caught on the corner. Don't fuck over the Massachusetts.
So a reminder from previous games, I had commented about how backup 26 is undershooting. He's aiming for the water line, and at range, that means your shells derp into the water, and that's what happened in that first salvo. Rebrand Steve bounced or, dodged all those shells and then came back with his own AP into broadside Georgia. You hate to see it. Or love to see it if you're that Giulio player.
Agincourt down to 6K. Lennon finally being used like a Lennon, and the Atlantico is stuck. Look at this. Look at this. Turpitz, don't do it. You love turning right. Why? The Massachusetts has learned, though. Repulse shots out on the Ashitaka. There is the first death. It's the Agincourt.
Right.
You cannot leave this Julio in a George. He's winning.
He is.
How is he winning?
Again, backup is missing his shots.
Guy.
Let's go spectate.
Love this guy.
Let's watch his
and
next salvo.
And the Atlantic goes over pushing. Oh, no. It's the play if he can... No, because the Repulse is there. And the Turpitz now has broadside on the Atlantico. Massachusetts coming over. This is beautiful B execution.
Rebrand Steve continuing to dodge using the border now.
And Turpitz can cycle out for the Massachusetts, who is just now picking up speed. Don't let this Atlantico ram your Lennon, but don't let your Lennon back up so far that he's going to get caked by the Georgia. It's all about time. Julio on his last breath, shooting at the Atlantico. Good hits, repulse. This is all on you, baby. You gotta hurt him before the Georgia hurts you.
Yep.
Shots out, AP, dead Atlantico, for sure. Guaranteed, end of story.
Nope.
Maybe not. And while this is happening, the Lenin is continuing to back up.
How about the fact that this Tirpitz has decided to keep pushing forward? I mean, tagging out I agree with, but stop and let your Massachusetts move forward.
Massachusetts, yeah. Okay, he's dead now, but the Lenin is still in a backwards flow. And the other weird weakness of the Lenin is the ass plate, but the Georgia now fires too high.
Yep. He's got a flat butt.
His two low shots would be perfect for this.
Mm-hmm.
And the repulse, it's 3 ships to 4 ships.
Mm-hmm.
The Tirpitz is unnecessarily dying here. And the Lenin's got a motor. You gots to motor.
He's got a DCP active, and I agree. Lenin needs to just push or just sail through B. And if he's lucky, the repulse isn't playing it properly, in my opinion. What the Lenin wants to do is get the Georgia to chase him up the channel, and then the repulse comes around and smacks him in the side.
Yep.
But that's not happening. Well, backup is doing it anyway.
The Lenin beached. The Lenin
That's...
beached.
He's trying too hard to get his turrets on the target, and he might pay for it.
Georgia is, yeah, the Georgia gave a little too much angle for the dangle because of the repulse. And that's a dead Tirpitz.
Oh, big hits there from the Massachusetts. Lenin
Big
still
hits
survived.
From the Georgia on the Lenin.
Yeah, but he's still alive.
Don't ram
that's
him.
a dead Georgia.
That's
a dead Georgia.
Lenin, look. Don't immediately go forward here.
Nope. No need to do. He's doing it.
You're burning
He's doing
down. It. Don't do it.
He's doing
Just
it.
cap B, man. Just cap B.
DCP. Oh, just as it came back up.
I like what they're doing with the repulse. He's insurance policy to A.
Yep. I don't understand. I just don't
get to Massachusetts back.
God, I don't understand. Maybe it's timing. It looked like his DCP was up, and then the Lenin went down.
I'd be smashing, slamming that button. Yeah,
smashing the R key.
Slamming it.
Regardless.
And that should be though.
Yeah, this should be it.
Bravo side, executing beautifully. MVP of the game, Admiral whatever the hell his name is in the Julio Ernst. Nope, wrong guy. Rebrand Steve. He honest to God.
Well, and we saw that
put up a hell of a fight against that Georgia
earlier today already. Rebrand Steve doing ridiculous things with that thing against who do we see? BSSE. We saw him do that in BSSE on this map and a couple others, but this is the map that he outplayed. I don't remember if it was the Georgia or if it was a Massachusetts. Off the top of my head.
Well, and Massachusetts is still, there's literally, if the Massachusetts just keeps going, tucks around the island, repulse goes there and stops, there's nothing the Ashitaka can do in a minute 41. And that's going to be game number 1, nice and tidy.
Yeah. Going
to TSIOF, who I would say upset SFSO. 3-0 in them was they got to be feeling good in that camp.
Oh, absolutely.
There you go. Massachusetts goes dark but stays in B. Why not? Why not get all the caps? Just insult to injury.
I will add this cap to my collection.
Big shots.
But you know, again, it comes down to that execution. They've executed that turnaround C properly this time. Although, again, Tirpitz didn't have to come out and just die. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, the Tirpitz love obsession with turning right at C is quite curious to me. Because it really limits what the Massachusetts can do.
Yep.
But he's the tanker of the 2 ships, so as long as he gets his damage and they get what they want. Like, they gave the Georgia the flank, but he was so damaged by the time he got there, and it's that volcano, man.
Yep.
Couldn't hit anything on the east side of the map, and that's it. 15 seconds for sure. I'm gonna pre-put the winner because I got a rage P. It's gonna be TSIOF. I'll be right back.
Yep. That was it. That was it. As we get later in the tournament, there were people commenting that there were so many one-sided battles and sweeps and all that. But remember, guys, that's the case in any tournament. And I gotta say, now we're getting towards the part where the teams that have, at the very least, figured out how to minimize mistakes or recover from mistakes the best, these are the teams that you're going to start seeing. So we're going to start seeing more competitive battles. At least that's the hope.
It's polar, baby.
It is polar.
I wish this was Game 5. Game 5 polar would be amazeballs. All right, who are you taking?
Let's see. I think I took BOWTO last time, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go ahead and do that again. So we've got, for BOWTO, Tirpitz, Repulse, Massachusetts, Lenin, and Julio. Pretty much what we're used to seeing on this map.
Wait, what? No, you don't. Reverse spawns, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just went over TSIOF. Sorry.
You sure did. And that's TSIOF spawn. On the side of BOWTO, you have Julio, Atlantico, Jorge, Agincourt, Ashitaka. This team has been weirdly successful. Not with 99555, but 98755. Mm-hmm. And honestly, the Georgia has, I mean, they're flanking with them, which is nice, and it puts pressure, but it's the other ships that are really doing the Lord's work here.
Yes. As Chad is asking me, are these press accounts? The answer is 100% yes. However, players could choose to play with their regular account if they chose to. I don't know why you'd choose to, though. Frank Fletcher, early focus target in the Lenin. You hate to see it.
I'm looking at TSIOF spawn, their positioning right now, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. There's just something about this map that vacuums players into 1-2 line.
It's the islands.
That means the Massachusetts has no cross shots. If the Repulse is at least slowing down, but that's not the ship I want open watering. Here we go. Cross shots on the Julio from the Massachusetts before he hits the island.
That's right. Rebrand Steve is...
Make him pay.
Getting hurt, but so is Admiral Ernst.
No, Admiral Ernst was getting... He got lucky there.
Both of them got cross-shotted just now.
The Lenin is broadside to the Atlantico. And I know this move, he has put too much speed into going into this island. And he's going to give one cheeky shot to this Atlantico. He's too far away from the island as well.
Yep.
Secondaries of Atlantico raining downhill. But that Georgia that's why he's made that turn. And the Massachusetts B is at least pushed forward to that island, but is missing the left side he beached. Okay, it's at least a little better on TSIOF side, where they've decided to finally push. I would give the 1-2 line to everyone. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, and it looks like Admiral Burns is probably going to be the first to go down here.
Shots from the Repulse.
I'm really surprised.
This Lenin he's tempting fate, and he's going to get punished for it.
Right there, maybe?
We've seen this a gajillion times. You are so freaking lucky. But it ain't over yet. Ashitaka's got something to say about it.
Here it comes. Ugh.
Ooh.
Ashitaka knows how to aim.
Zero reason for you to be there.
Punch through the face.
Yeah, just keep going. There you go. If you make a mistake, commit fully to it.
I mean, you might as well at that point.
the Georgia can murder you and then murder your Julio. That's...
I mean, if I'm rebrand Steve, I'm just going. I would be going for the Ram and just. Yeah, you're not going to get it otherwise. Here comes the shots.
The most powerful ship on their team dies first, and that is gonna be a tough hurdle to overcome.
All right, rebrand is doing just that. He is going for...
Ram. You commit to this Ram. Go.
Yep.
Gadget Ram. And I don't know if you get... Like, Georgia doesn't have the speed boost, but I don't think the Julio's got the angle of the dangle.
No, but he hopefully has AP loaded.
Yep. Maybe.
Nope. He had it, just didn't load in time, and there he goes. Executed.
It's rough. This was BOWTO's map pick, though. So far, so good for them.
So all that's left is TSIOF being funneled, literally funneled into this channel. I mean, all right.
The fatal funnel, as they call it.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I could tab out now and start doing a couple of the clicky things.
Yeah, I've already done it.
Mm-hmm.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
And now we get to just watch the Georgia come around and slap people.
And this is what you want your Georgia to do. It's impatient Lennons, man, are just so painful to watch.
I mean,
they know the game's over, though. Broadside repulse to Georgia. Turpits stationary. Broadside to Georgia in about 20 seconds. They're just lining up like lambs to the slaughter.
But I don't know that it was on purpose that Repulse came out like that. He's healing right now. So he's trying to somehow... I don't know.
I mean, living doesn't matter if everyone else on your team is dead and there's a full health Georgia, who may actually eat torps. Overconfident Georgia push for 2?
1.
For 1. Not enough.
It does cause a flood, and his DCP is down for a full minute.
Well, that's a dead Massachusetts. That's a dead Repulse. And that's a dead Turpits. We're just going to apply that because there's no getting out of it. And there it is. Your winner is... Wait. What the hell do I have up here? Yeah. My thing did goofy.
I didn't hit apply. Whoops.
It like switched to Woo Womp.
Now that's funny.
But it's correct here. BOWTO taking 1, TSIOF taking 1. Both teams winning their prescribed maps. Now we go to the fun part. They pick the map, but they don't pick the spawn. Bro and his Mass B, Gary in the Repulse, and AK in the Turpits. On the side of BOWTO, you've got the Ashitaka Agincourt spawning in a bad place for them. Georgia in the center, where you want him flanking Atlantico, and the Julio on the outside. So your tier 7, Ashitaka's not a bad flanker here, but that's what you want your Georgia to do. Speed boost is popped on the side of backup 26. Let's see if they send him to the outside. It does look like the play is going to be the decap. Now, strategically, the Alpha side is the first to be able to get to this island, but it's got a bad lip. If the Bravo side can get here, they have great angles. On the other side, on the A cap, same concept, but a little bit more even. Both teams have an island that they can play both defensively from, and if they manage to win, can play offensively from, but Bravo has the better angle with this little lippy island at C4 kind of getting in the way of the shots. Here we go. We've got the Georgia and the Julio going wide east for BOWTO. They're going to meet a Julio and a Massachusetts. Lennon taking up the middle. And Turpits, weirdly, for TSIOF going to the east, leaving the Repulse to take on Ashitaka Agincourt. Not necessarily an overwhelming battle, but he's definitely going to be disadvantaged. And let's see how the team set up. Lennon giving away his position, trying to get some AA information to see if anything's already at the island. You would note it because they'd be capping. And the Agacore does turn off his AA. Very, very clever. You back with me yet, buddy?
Oh, I've been back since the start of the match. I just wanted to see when you would think about me. Thank you.
I think about you constantly.
Aww. So, I gotta say, I do like the idea of the Georgia going wide flank. I almost wonder if shoving that Georgia through the middle would have been more decisive. Like,
I
literally.
mean, where he spawned, that's a good option.
Engine boost,
'Cause
go right into the middle.
Yeah, nothing's flanking him fast enough. And
Yeah.
if you own the middle, you own the map.
I mean, just imagine a Georgia parked south of the island where the Lenin is right now, right? In Echo 6. Just parked sideways there. I mean, how are you going to get him out? You're not.
The Turpitz is about the only option that comes to mind.
Something with Torp, sure.
Or an extended attrition battle, which is not worth the amount of ships you're going to need to do it. Julio, meanwhile, of BOWTO, aggressive and in the center of D. There's nothing that can punish him.
Nope.
Turpitz shots on the broadside Georgia. Oh my God, Ashitaka gets Lenin'd.
From downtown.
He was a broadside 14 kilometers away to the Lenin. BOWTO down a ship.
Wow, he was caught
And
making
now
a turn.
That flank in Georgia ain't so dangerous anymore because he's broadside to the Turpin still, who misses. Second chance. And the Julio, you just gotta ram him. The other Julio better have his guns turned to the right.
Well, this is...
He does.
This is a very familiar matchup. We've seen this all day now. Rebrand
Look at
Steve
this.
versus the Georgia.
Rebrand Steve. No, he gets
Denied.
clapped by Ernst.
By the
Okay,
other
that
Julio.
changes some stuff. But look at the Georgia. He's going slow, and he is getting punished.
Well, I think he was being told, watch out for the ram, so he instinctively slowed down. Remember, Georgia's got a pretty quick reload on his seal, so he's using it now. And then watch how quickly it comes up. I've got the alt thing in here so you guys can see the 3 seconds to go.
Turpitz making moves.
Boom, 36 seconds, and he gets a heal again.
Could be a little too aggressive here. He's full broad to the Julio, who cracks him.
Mm-hmm.
Throws out the right side torps, which tells the Georgia he's got to turn right. Only hits, he hits two of them. That's
He manages
decisive.
to hit two of them. Now,
he's gonna turn right.
unfortunately,
you know he's gonna turn right.
Unfortunately, he's throwing away pretty much a lot of his hit points just for that.
Dead. But
Yeah.
Julio dies.
Is he going to get the Georgia? Georgia doesn't have a lot of room to maneuver.
But
Look, his heel's back up again. Nice hit there. Nice salvo. Here's the heel.
And the Turpitz gives up the left side torps in favor of the ram.
I think he
And the
just
Georgia's helping him.
He turned in
here's the left side
instinctively.
torps.
Here they are. All right, that's a dead... No! I think Georgia survives this. He does. And the
kills
Turpitz goes
him.
down.
And the Massachusetts isn't able to follow up.
Because he's on the other side of the island.
3-3.
Wow.
Look. The Lenin is full health.
Uh-huh.
That's the ship I want.
Uh-huh.
With less things on the board, the Massachusetts should absolutely be able to kill this Georgia.
No.
But the question is, will the Georgia get shots on the Lenin, who is stuck there first? Planes up to spot. Georgia on the move. Massachusetts full bore. Nothing is spotted.
Notice it's
All planes shot down.
Notice the Georgia is using a fighter plane instead of spotter. Interesting.
Only someone would have told him.
Mm-hmm.
And look, this is forcing the Lenin forward.
Yep.
Good play. He's protecting himself from that Georgia, whose guns
He's
are he
beaching.
beached.
Broadside to the repulse, mind you. For those of you guys who don't understand what that significance is, spotter plane is up for another minute, assuming it's not shot down, and it flies a little bit farther away from the ship, so a little bit better at spotting things at longer ranges. And most importantly, it also allows you to change your camera angle so you can sea on the other side of
Silver
islands.
Islands.
Yep.
That's right. Massachusetts, you just got to make sure you don't give away too much in this shot. You're fine. Good job. Dead Georgia. Agincourt rams Lennon. And then Massachusetts repulse or against Atlantico? Agincourt?
Agincourt can just... So if the Lennon W's now, he's got propulsion mod. He can dodge the ram. He's kind of trying...
Nope.
Nope.
Not enough, though. No follow-up shots from the Atlantico either. He's trying to kill the repulse. And Massachusetts still has 3 heals. This is going TSIOF's way, barring catastrophe. Good drive-by, maybe. Good drive-by can make this a fair fight.
Let's find out.
Lenin is stuck.
Oh, too
Fires
soon, Junior.
early. Turn your guns. Turn your guns. Turn your guns. Do not let him ram you.
He's gonna let it.
Oh, no.
Wow.
TSIOF taking the game. That could have been super close. But notice when the...
All right, so we have... I'll start with TSIOF.
Okay.
Looking to win this and clinch the series and be done for the day. We have TSIOF with Massachusetts, Giulio, Lennon, Tirpitz, and Repulse. Interesting. Gary's down Repulse now.
Side of BOWTO, you've got Julio, Jorra, Atlantico, Ashitaka, Agincourt. Now, neither team has changed their lineup.
Nope, they have not.
Disappointing.
General quarters.
And you know what BOWTO is going to do. It's just a question of what flank are they going to do it on. Which, if that's me, and I know that Georgia's going to be outside wide, I'm going to own this island in the middle.
So, Georgia is actually going A side here. We saw Georgia go the other way earlier, but I can't remember if that was BOWTO. I think it was.
It's really easy to get stuck going A side. There's huge gaps, whereas in C, you always have the option to turn into these islands or go around them with cover. It's not the case today. And he's going quite close.
Yep.
So he may be actually detected in the process here. We have also seen the Agincourt be the sacrificial lamb. He at least has someone kind of going with him in the Atlantico. But it does look like BOWTO is not going to post up 2 ships at Alpha Bravo Island, the biggest advantage they have in this map. And if flanking Georgia only works if there's something that they're going to bow into, which the Atlantico is the only viable option, but he does not appear to be looking to go anywhere near A, at least at the moment. Hey, it's a winner.
It's interesting that this Georgia's... I mean, he's going to be pretty much uncontested unless the Lennon decides to turn. Nope,
That's
Georgia's
the best
shooting.
case scenario here. Oh, he gave away his position for 0 damage.
Yep. Now what that means...
Oh, no.
What that means is the Lennon now knows that Georgia's over there. And he knows he needs to get to this island as quickly as possible. And he actually has an opportunity to turn right now because the other island is blocking most of the enemy shots. So the question is he going to turn to A? That's what I would do.
Look at the focus fire. 3 ships at once shooting at the Bowen Atlantico.
Gonna do so much damage. Look at all that damage. Oh my god.
No, they lit him on fire and he insta-DCP'd. Now the Julio, not at a great angle, taking 3 over pens and a fire.
The Lennon has decided to bow towards...
God, Gary has the
south.
worst job in the world right now. Yeah, go handle the Georgia, they say.
I know, right? Like...
Like,
So if I'm Gary, I'm already kiting away. Like, why go in here? You know you're up against Georgia.
or oh, he's spotted now too. I was gonna say go hide at the Moon Island
Yeah.
and try and get one over on him. There you go. Lennon gets the cap for free again.
Mm-hmm.
Good shots on the Atlantico broadside. No.
Nope. Nope.
And now it's a matter. The only thing stopping this Georgia from screwing over the Lennon is a repulse.
Or the Lenin himself.
The Lennon's got a 3-point turn. He's in no position to do that.
That's what I mean. So he has two decisions. He can move forward and try to continue
Sorry.
to bow in, or he can back up and give the Georgia a shot.
Atlantico and Agincourt kind of kiting away. Lennon's taken some significant HE damage. Got 2 fires. DCP up in 3 fires. Doesn't have the you can only light me on fire 3 times. Captain skill.
Fire prevention?
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Julio on Julio broadside at
Yeah,
TSIOF.
I'm really surprised
Miss?
that you mentioned that. Frank Flesher doesn't have it.
You're surprised I mentioned it?
No, I'm surprised that he doesn't have it. Like,
Yeah. Well, you get a 21. This is what's hilarious. You get a 21-point captain. We talked about not needing concealment, which he doesn't have. But then he's done 2 tier 1, 2 tier 2, and 3 tier 3 builds. This Lennon's in a lot of trouble. And here comes Julio. The Georgia has used the island to keep the repulse
5 minutes.
from
Oof.
having his broad. If he stops, that's a dead Lennon.
nice hit on the Atlantico. He might go down too.
Not a bad trade if you can.
It's a sticky
take out
fire.
This Georgia.
There he goes.
Dead first blood, but now the Turpits is broadside to the Georgia. Shells are gonna miss. If
I'm
they kill this
surprised.
Georgia, I don't think Julio can get there fast enough.
No, I'm surprised that the Georgia was shooting the Turpits there. Kill the Julio that's in front of you. Then worry about maneuvering. There you go.
I mean, oh, look at this group. If you do not have AP loaded right now, so help me God.
Lenin goes down. BOWTO takes a ship lead.
Not the shots you were hoping for.
No, backup was very smart in making that turn as he came out. Is he gonna?
But they're ahead on. They're ahead on. If they kill this Georgia, the amount of time it's gonna take the Julio Agincourt and
What is he-
Ashitaka to do anything. He's turning broadside to the more powerful Turpits. He's running.
Yeah. Good hit on the repulse.
Yeah, you're gonna need it. Pops that heel.
There it is. All right, so this is a dead
One-
repulse.
For sure, but can they get the Georgia?
I don't think so.
Even if they can't, the Georgia's gonna take a solid no, unless he turns left. There's the repulse. They can still win here.
BOWTO,
on
absolutely.
Points alone. No,
Oh,
TSIOF.
yeah, right, because of the current cap setup. 3 minutes
but
to go.
now
Just
the
under.
Massachusetts is turning. Oh, this is dangerous. But Ashitaka's got that HE loaded.
Risky decision, but I mean, now
Look
what we
at the
need to
Georgia.
see.
The Georgia is doing a 360.
He's going to come back out in front of the
Just stay
Turpits.
there. Just stay there. You literally win if you don't move past this island. The beaching may help you. It helps you.
One shell from
Best
the
beaching
Georgia
ever.
misses.
2 minutes, 24 seconds. They cannot get a cap fast enough. They have to get a kill. And that
Yep.
kill is either the Turpits decide to do something dumb
It's probably
or
the
Massachusetts
Massachusetts,
going broadside to the Georgia.
which is happening now. But the Georgia's missed
need to-
so many long-range shots.
Like Massachusetts, you need to aim at go to A10.
He's
or
shooting the
Ducking
turrets.
Island.
Shooting the turrets. 2 minutes to go.
Well, Agincourt and Julio can't shoot. If this Turpus moves forward, you are throwing this game, son.
He is moving forward.
Don't let 2 more ships shoot at you broadside in a minute 40. Back up. The Ashitaka cannot punish you as much as 2 ships can.
Julio's about to step into B.
Why are they not taking shots here? It doesn't matter though. As long as the ship doesn't die, TSIOF wins.
Georgia stops.
Turpus can kill the Georgia for the W.
Ashitaka shells coming in. Almost kills the Massachusetts. Here's some shells from the Georgia. Can he connect? No, he hits too low
No!
again.
And that shells on the Georgia. Ooh, Turpits. Jesus Christ, 58 seconds.
58
Ashitaka can
seconds.
kill the Massachusetts. Agincourt shooting at the Massachusetts. But the Turpits can kill the Georgia, and they cannot get to that Turpits fast enough.
Massachusetts still alive.
As long as he got those shells off. Georgia healing.
Georgia's heel is done. There goes the Massachusetts.
Dead Massachusetts.
But I
That
think they're
flips
going
it,
to trade.
but Georgia dies.
36
and now
seconds.
The Turpits don't move forward.
He's
bad.
doing it. He's doing the default W.
27 seconds for the Julio to ram the Turpits for the win.
That's all that needs to happen. Ashitaka's got to prep.
45K, 18K, or 13 seconds. Don't go forward. God damn it.
He just
no!
gets slapped by the Ashitaka a little bit. 6
Not enough
seconds.
time. Not enough time.
Look at that hit
Oh,
from
you
the
gotta get
Agincourt.
Why would you get the Torps? You don't need the Torps, man.
Wow. That was
That's
almost
it.
a counter throw.
Right? That's TSIOF's W.
Mm-hmm.
In 3. Oh. Wow.